We started looking at our company as our industry became more competitive. We started looking at our company more on a financial basis, and we weren't happy with the picture that it told. We wanted to see what steps we could take as a management team to increase profitability and, for the most part, gross margin in our business. And I had seen an AV Matters newsletter, I believe, and I called Tom. I liked what he said. He came up and we started a relationship probably about 5 years ago. We didn't have disciplined, established policies and procedures. And that was one of the things I wanted Tom to help us with. So that just to kind of make our life a little less chaotic, a little less hectic. The business lends itself to chaos. And so I always say it's organizing the chaos as good as you can. And Tom helped us with those things. The first time he came to us was probably for a week visit. Quite honestly, after he left, I questioned the value of the visit. I didn't know where it was going, and that was probably more my inexperience with dealing with a consultant and knowing how to deal with a consultant. Ultimately, I think I've been dealing with him for 5 years. He started coming every quarter after that. And the more he came, the more improvement I saw in the company. But like anything else, Tom would come and we'd behave and we'd do things really well. And then Tom would leave and we would go back to our old bad habits. So we would need a Tom fix every once in a while and bring him in, and so that we can get back on the right track again. It's small things, like for example, when Tom got to my company, we didn't really have a price list. So one of the first things we did was add pricing discipline. We had 18 salespeople, and it was basically the Wild West. They'd price whatever they wanted. And by adding that pricing discipline first, we were able to at least do some forecasting to see what kind of numbers we would throw off, and that helped drive profitability. The financial ramifications were we built an executive management team, and we built a management team just below that team. We started making those managers responsible for their areas of the business that they impacted on a financial level. So, for example, the guy that books union labor, where he looks at what we bill in union labor versus what we pay in union labor on a monthly basis. If those numbers are askew, he needs to tell us why. I think the upside to that is our employees are starting to realize how decisions that they make on a day-to-day basis impact the financial health of the company overall. They never really looked at that before. When we first started the company, as long as we had more money at the end of the month that we had at the beginning of the month, we were happy with that. And you can't run a company with 140 employees and 6 locations like that any longer. We have met our gross margin goals that we set. We're meeting our bottom line goals. The biggest benefit we've received from his services is the financial stability of the company. The financial health and condition of the company has vastly improved with Tom being involved. The management team that we've put in place has helped build morale with a strong org chart where those people know who they ask questions to. Vast knowledge of our industry, which you can't find from just any consultant out there. All aspects of our industry too, from the operations side to the administration, human resources, compensation, the technology side. It'd be difficult to find someone that knows that much about our business and has the ability to communicate the way that he does, not only with the management team, but the people below them.